PodNut Media.
It's time once again for another episode of the coolest podcast in town. That's right, we're talking about the Cool Podcast. We've got a jammed-packed episode today. It's going to be a very cool one. Whoa, I'm blowing up on the mic right now. That's not good. We need to be more conscientious of the sound levels. That's sounding better. It's sounding better and better every day. Yes, it is. Thanks for listening to the Cool Podcast, everyone. Trying to get things sounding good and everything going good. We've learned a lot from PodNut Media. We thank them, first of all, for letting us do the show. But now we're going to take the wheel. It's time to take the wheel. It's the Cool Podcast. It's time for another episode of the Cool Podcast. Whee! Yes! It's time for the show. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We've got a jam-packed episode, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. It's gonna be cool.
Funko.
It's gonna be fun. Wow. Let's get ready to do the show.
The Bunko.
Shout out to PodNut Media for making this all happen. We love those guys and gals over there, of course.
PodNut Media.
We've been learning a lot and getting better at podcasting, as you should. When you do a podcast, you gotta make sure everything's in its right place and everything's going well, and that you're getting better and better every day. And that's what we're trying to do, what we're doing, and we're learning and we're growing. Yay! We love to do that. And, of course, there's some people out there, there's some naysayers. And they doubt. They are full of doubts and full of insecurities, but we don't want to listen to those people. We want to listen to people telling the truth. And then that brings us to our first segment here. We're going to get right into the segments. All right. I hope everyone's doing good tonight, today, this morning, whenever you're listening to it. Hope everyone's doing good.
The Cool Podcast.
Because we're going to get into our first segment right away. Speaking of truth and truthfulness and truthiality, truth in podcasting is what we're going to get into with this next thing that we're going to do is a segment. It's a pretty cool segment. Are you ready for this? Are you ready to get into the first segment? Here we go, everyone. As soon as the song's over, we're going to get into the first segment. I hope everyone likes it. I hope everyone loves it, and everything's going to go so good.
Ooh, it's so good.
Let's get into the first segment, everybody. Let's do this damn thing. Well, it's the Podcast Roundup.
Welcome to the Truth Seekers Podcast. My name is Todd Harrington, and I will be your guide this week. Before we get started, I'd like to give a sincere thanks to PodNut Media for all they have done for our cause. With their help, we've recruited over 500 members. This week will be one of much excitement and anticipation. Tomorrow we will be moving into our new headquarters in Wilmington, Vermont. The Oracle has foretold that the open house event we are planning will be a joyous occasion. All members, new and old, are welcome to attend. Now it is time for prayer. We honor and cherish all that the Oracle has done for us in this last year. There have been many great times and several setbacks. Through it all, he has provided a vision for a better future, one that we will build through community and kindness.
Whoa. Whoa. No. Jeez, I'm just gonna have to remove the boo button because it's, for some reason, it's right next to the cheer button. No, we're cheering the Truth Seekers. We love them. They're doing great things over there, from what I've heard. And that's just a little clip of the Truth Seekers, their new podcast, Seeking Truth with the Truth Seekers. Lives up to the name. Lives up to their name. Says it right in there. That's all you need to know. They've had a banner year, new members. They're moving into the new headquarters. Actually, just so happens to be in the same town of the headquarters of PodNut Media. So that'll go good for them, being able to collaborate and interact with everyone at PodNut Media. Being chums together. Maybe we should move up there. A lot of other podcasters are moving up there and getting in on the compound with PodNut Media, which is pretty cool. Hanging out with Christopher Schmidt. That's probably a lot of fun to hang out with that guy. A couple other guys. We're trying to promote. We're trying to promote PodNut Media and Nutcast also. Get in on the app. Enter offer code COOL to get 10% off your subscription to Nutcast. It's a great app. We love the app. Anyway, we're trying to promote some more podcasts on the network. We don't hear enough of these podcasts, so we've got to listen to some of them, because that's what we're here to do, promote. I guess we should probably start calling this segment the PodNut Roundup, because that's kind of the direction that this segment is going to be going for a while. I mean, pretty much for the rest of the existence of the Cool Podcast, it's going to be all
The cool
PodNut
podcast.
Media all the time. Are you ready for this? It's going to do another podcast. These are a couple of guys. I don't know if they're moving up to Vermont. I'll have to get in touch with them, see how they're doing. But their podcast is taking off, doing big numbers, doing Bafo over on Nutcast. So let's see what they've got to say.
So how many times has this happened to you? You've gone and ordered maybe some sort of wings delivery, you ask multiple times for the ranch and your vegetables of choice. I'm personally a celery guy. Celery really helps ease that heat when you get the spiciest wing sauce available.
Yeah, you know me. I don't really do the vegetables. I kind of just do extra ranch for me.
That's solid. But what happens when they don't include it?
Sometimes that happens, and these days with the pandemic, you have to do, takeout, and those guys always forget stuff.
And what I do is I lay out 5 $1 bills on my porch.
Oh yeah, I saw those out there the other day.
And I take one away every time they make a mistake.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I might have to try that whenever I get some money.
But anyway, the restaurant ranch is always better than what we have here, right?
Yeah, and the other day I tried to make some from scratch, and it didn't turn out too good. It's actually pretty nasty.
Yeah, I needed to throw that mayo away.
It's getting kind of moldy in there.
Yeah, it was actually kind of when you were dipping your fries in seafoam green ranch, I knew there was a problem.
Yeah, it's not good.
Because that's not the color ranch usually is.
No.
And also, the restaurant celery is so much better than the celery you get at the store, too.
Yeah, that's true. So what are you getting at here?
Well, it just gets really stuck in my craw, and I'd like to make an announcement to all delivery drivers here.
Okay.
Remember the sauces.
Oh, I see. But when
You know what? I'm working on a screenplay called Remember the Sauces, kind of based on Remember the Titans.
Okay. Yeah, I heard you over there late last night, kind of tapping away at the computer. I was wondering what was going on.
Well, that was it. I was working on my screenplay. It's coming along.
That's cool. When you started talking about the sauces and stuff, I was like, Wouldn't it be like freaking cool if we had the hottest stuff, like one of those subscription boxes or something? And like if you forget the sauces, then all you have to do every month is you get some sauces from us guys. That would be kind of cool.
We've already made ranch.
Because we really have to kind of expand our money-making stuff here. And these people, they don't want to hear about it. Let's just get into the show.
I'm Crab.
And I'm Jack.
And this
is
hottest stuff.
Yeah.
That was really good. That was a great intro. I mean, we're getting that took a little bit of a break, and now here we are.
Yeah, we're back, and thanks everybody for supporting us. And we had a lot of people subscribe to Nutcast, and so they're happy up there at PodNut Media.
PodNut Media.
The numbers are rolling in, so let's keep it going, hotheads.
And hey, Jack, today's episode, very special episode, because it's brought to us by a new sponsor.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So, you're listening to a podcast, and you hear a fantastic read for a wonderful product or service.
Yeah.
But you don't get the pen and paper in time to write down that promo code.
Yes.
You're losing money by that.
Well, hold on. And don't in the ads, we have to like talk about how we experience this stuff, you know?
Absolutely, yeah.
So like that definitely has happened to me before on all the podcasts that I listen to on PodNut Media and Nutcast.
And that's the reason why you're sleeping on the couch.
Well,
because you couldn't get a mattress.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Anyway, introducing podcoder.com. It's the only online database of podcast promo codes. Just put in your favorite podcast and you'll get every valid promo code available from that podcast. We got products, we got services, we got tons of stuff. I personally got the Rob Lowe podcast, got some nice earbuds for that. I'm wearing them right now. They look great, don't they?
Yeah, those are awesome. I was going to ask where you got them. And hey, this sounds kind of, where did you hear about this? Did you run this past Jeremy? Because it's actually
We're good. We're good.
Okay, good.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's fine. Just don't mention it. Yeah. Really, just don't mention it.
Okay.
So we got a special deal for all you hottest stuff listeners. Get 20% off a Podcoder subscription with promo code CREBJACK.
Promo code. Don't forget the promo code CREBJACK. Okay. I gotta pause. I gotta move on to the next segment here. Kind of trying to keep things moving, but those are just an example of a couple of many of the podcasts over at PodNut Media. Here at this is the PodNut Roundup, some of your favorite podcasts, so go check those out. And we've also got to do an ad break, not right now, but just trying to remind myself. I've been forgetting about it, and that's a spoiler for some other stuff in the show, forgetting about stuff, but we're going to remember to do this commercial. But we gotta get in the next segment first, everybody. What's the next one? Oh, we love this one. This is exciting stuff. Let's do this segment. It's Your Gusher is Gross. It's Your Gusher is Gross. Maybe we ought to get PodNut Media on Gusher. Get some gushes going. I think they've got all the help they can need at PodNut Media. At PodNut Media. Because when you go on Gusher, it's a startup website. I think I explain it every single freaking time I do the dang segment. And I'm sure at this point all the listeners know when we're talking about Gusher, we're talking about startups. And man, we've got some good ones today. This is exciting. I'm loving this segment now. This is going to be a lot of fun. So we're starting off with a fun one, a cool one. It's the Cool Podcast.
The Cool Podcast.
No, that's not the Gusher, but we're starting it on the Cool podcast. We're doing the segment. It's a little company. I'm kind of confused about what this is. Quirky. We make great consumer products.
Hello everybody, my name is Kevin Wheatley and I'm the founder of Quirky Consumer Products.
Quirky.
I suppose I could be classed as a serial inventor, but these are my 3 most popular designs.
Okay, this is the head of Quirky. Is an old British guy, I guess. It says that they're located in the Canary Islands in Spain, which that's a tropical destination that you want to hit up sometime whenever we can travel again, go out to the islands. But anyway, he's a serial inventor. Kevin, he's an old guy. He's made a bunch of inventions. So this is kind of a weird one. We make great consumer products. Almost every product on the market needs ongoing development and modifications to make it perform better and keep it ahead of its competitors. If I bought or someone was to tell me about a consumer product that doesn't perform correctly, my instinct is always to see if it can be made to work better or invent something new that will. My 3 most popular products all started this way. So he's an inventor. He invented some products, stuff that didn't work too good, so he's making it better. You gotta check this out. This would be good for a video. Maybe we're gonna do a video episode. We'll make sure that's okay. Run that past the top brass, but because this is pretty good. So one of the first invention here is the rice volcano. The rice turns out non-sticky and wider as it cooks from the top down, flushing any impurities into the reservoir below. So he just invented a rice cooker, pretty much. It's like a little basket. The rice is in it, and then there's like a little spout coming out, and when it's boiling, the water is spitting all over the rice, and it's getting all those dang impurities out. We hate those things. So that's what we're seeing here. It's a pot of rice. He really perfected and it's flushing out the impurities. He perfected the rice cooker. The second one is the Roota. Roota. R-O-O-T-A. Easy to manufacture fence post multi-spike. So we're looking at some sort of metal gadget, a cube that has some different other cube type things, rectangular pieces of metal welded to it. So we'll see what this thing does. The Roota. It's a fence post multi-spike. Oh, love. Okay, so we don't get to see what that's about. Let's see if it's in the description. The Roota. Fence post multi-spike is a modified version of a standard spike anchor which is sold in all major hardware stores. Not familiar with that one. One spike is hammered into the ground to hold a fence post up was never going to work. But the 4 angled rebar spikes have a fighting chance. After all, a tree wouldn't stay upright for very long with only one root. Now would it? The Roota. So it's a thing, it's going to hold up your fence posts. Yeah, I'd try pouring some concrete. That'll hold it up real good. Or you can get the Roota. Okay, here it is. Here's the rice volcano. I didn't read the description for that one. It's pretty good. There was nothing on the market which made a simple, foolproof way of cooking perfectly fluffy rice, while also reducing up to 80% of impurities like arsenic. Okay, so the rice volcano is for cooking rice, which there are plenty of... There's tons and tons of gadgets that will do this. Rice cookers of all different varieties. Or you can just do it in a pot. It's pretty easy too. But none of them do the thing where they cleanse it of impurities. Like arsenic. Oh no. Didn't know that was in my rice. I decided to experiment with a percolator type action to flush the impurities down into the reservoir. The bottom of the pan. It works well, and although I'm no expert with electrics, should be able to be converted into an electrical appliance. Okay, sounds good to me. The next, these are all of his different gadgets. He's got 3 gadgets here. The Beach Safe combo is a multifunctional deterrent to give you and your family peace of mind whilst you are having a relaxing day on the beach. Okay, keeps your belongings safe and cool so you have a relaxing day on the beach. So what are we looking at here? Would be great to have some voiceover.
Please check out the roles that need.
Okay, so see if I can describe this one here. The Beach Safe combo. We've got 4 pictures. Picture number 1, we've got an ice chest, we've got an umbrella, and an umbrella pole for the beach umbrella, and one of those twisty, spiky things to get it going in the sand. Okay, picture number 2 is a picture of the ice chest with the spiky thing, twisty thing, on the bottom of the iced chest. Interesting. This is getting interesting. And then, of course, we've got a picture of what's inside the iced chest, which is some cans and a phone. And then the final picture, we have the iced chest. The umbrella is attached to the top of it. So what he's saying is that the ice chest is part of the umbrella and it's staked into the ground, so no one can steal it. But now one thing I'm noticing here, a potential flaw that we have. Well, we got a flaw alert. I need my alarm sound. Hold on a second. We have a flaw alert coming in here. I hope this doesn't blast anyone's eardrums out. But, well, we got a flaw alert. Flaw alert. The umbrella is attached to the top of the ice chest. So when you open this damn... So you're saying every time I have to get a beer from the damn ice chest, I've got to open it, and then the umbrella is gonna like angle backwards because it's attached to the top of the ice chest. So if you open it up, one would think that the umbrella is also gonna go at the same angle, perpendicular to the ice chest. Okay, let's get into another gusher. We've got more gushers. We have a new gusher guy. Okay, people are excited. They're ready. And I posted this in the Discord, a little spoiler alert. That's the new spoiler alert sound. Is this alarm. But it's chill. It's chill here in the Gusher segment today. Spoiler alert. Oh god. Spoiler alert. We got a new Gusher guy. Yay! We've already been over this. Greg Beezer. I posted a picture of him, and people immediately jumped to the fact that he was trying to do a Steve Jobs kind of thing. His long hair, glasses. Anyway, his invention is called the Nomad. And I guess I'll just post this in the Discord so everyone can watch it, because this is a good video. Greg Beezer.
Hi, my name is Greg Beezer. I've been creating new technologies and products
Greg
for
Beezer.
others for over 20 years.
He's a Gusher
More
guy.
recently, I've been inspired to bring my own innovations to market, and I'm here to introduce you to Nomad, the first security
Greg
system
Beezer.
designed with true mobility in mind.
It's a
While
security
I'll let our
system.
intro video get you up to speed on the security to go concept, let me assure you that Nomad is real.
It's real, baby. Whoa. Looks like a damn lightsaber. Like Luke Skywalker doing against Darth Vader. Like he would do the big sword. It's kind of what it looks like. It's Nomad. Security to go. Security to go. Just under 5 inches long. That's a good length, right? Just curious. It takes seconds to deploy. It's security on the go. Greg Beezer.
Hardware products need many hands and specialized skills to fully realize. And Nomad has reached the stage where we need help to get it across the finish line and into the hands of consumers. Your help. Check out the video that follows. And if you like what you see, let's connect.
You like what you
Here's
see?
the intro.
So they got a cool video that's going to play here. You got to see it to believe it. It's pretty good. So...
There's really no place like home.
and that feeling of security you have when you're in your own space.
And this is pretty funny. This video is actually kind of
But you live in a
funny.
larger world, so when you do leave home, isn't it nice to know you can carry the security of home with you?
Now, the theme of this video that we have here is security. Everyone needs to stay safe. And so the theme of this video is that you're on the go, and everyone has this team of security guys that look like the Men in Black following them around. And that's supposed to be the Nomad security on the go. But it's funny because they're in all these different situations with their security guys, because you can take security anywhere. So imagine you've got the Nomad, and imagine the Men in Black are with you. That's pretty much what this is. What's happening here? It's kind of a fun little video. Love these videos.
Yes, now even you can have your own virtual security team. Creating
Virtual
a safe
security
perimeter
team.
wherever you go.
Bag is out of range.
Looking out for you.
No, bag is out
Your
of
space.
range. So she left her bag at the airport. She was trying to get on the plane without your bag. Don't do that. Warning. The bag is far away from the phone. So that's one way you can use the Nomad.
Even your bags. And all it took was some clever engineering and careful design to
Beezer,
completely
get
change
your
how we take
lightsaber out.
security on the go.
So you get up to your hotel, get your lightsaber out, and you've got security on the go.
Introducing Nomad. All the security of home discreetly packed into a small stackable system that goes where you go. Nomad deploys in under 30 seconds, sensing motion, vibration, suspicious sounds, even changes in lighting, protecting your spaces away from home. And when you do go out,
When you
Nomad
go
is
out,
watching.
This room is being monitored by Nomad.
okay. So this is where it gets weird. So you're out and about, you've got on a plane, and you forgot your bag. Well, Nomad's going to help you with that. Second thing it's going to help you with, you go to a hotel room. Hotel rooms famously unsafe places to leave your stuff locked up in the room, because these damn maids come in and out cleaning and stuff, and you know they're just always rifling through everyone's stuff, looking at your underwear. Well, when you get Nomad out, your little lightsaber security device, it's got a camera on it, and it can spy on the maids making your bed. And you can also probably put it somewhere else. Not to be nasty or crass, I'm just saying there's potential for some misuse here. Getting your little camera and lightsaber out, putting it in your bag, and spying on people. The maid doesn't seem to be bothered by being
And
spied
so will
on.
you. What makes Nomad unique
So it showed the lady pulling out her phone and seeing that the maid was in her room. So that's good to know. Hey, someone's cleaning my room. Usually I don't really care. If I'm in a hotel room, I like to come back. Room is clean, we're all good. Don't really care when they do it, how they do it. It's just nice when it gets done. We appreciate those hotel workers out there. Okay? Here's Greg Beezer.
is that it doesn't rely on
Beezer.
Wi-Fi or wired networks. It's a self-contained, standalone technology with a travel-savvy design. And with its mobility and quick deployment, Nomad can protect
It's
just
pretty
about any
cool.
space that you occupy. Like
Protect
your office,
any space. Oh, I need this for the
your
office.
dorm room,
My dorm.
at the gym.
At the gym. Okay, this is, you don't want to take it to the gym. I guess. How would it be used at the gym? You have the Nomad, it's in your locker, and there's a bunch of naked men around, or women, and you've got a camera, so you can make the connection there. I don't know how it's going to help, unless it has like a little proximity device. Proximity. Step away from the locker. I don't know. It's very weird.
Really, anything
for your car?
or any place you need to protect.
You could protect your car, and cars don't have arms on them. You can do it while you're camping, and that might actually
We're
be a
just
good
scratching the surface
application.
on all the places that Nomad can be used, and we're finding new applications for our technologies every day.
That's cool.
I'm here to ask you to
Greg
join
Beezer.
our team in making Nomad a reality. Your support will make all the difference.
Greg Beezer.
Nomad is ready to activate.
Whoa. It's Greg Beezer. He's a cool guy. He's the founder. Few human needs are as fundamental and timeless as personal safety and security. So get your little stick out. Get your stick out and place it around PODs, the pod. Hey, this is cool. The pod. So you have different pods.
PodNut Media.
Add any mix of wireless sensor pods to detect motion, vibration, light, and even smoke. Pods snap onto the system for travel, automatically powering down to maximize battery life. When you're ready to protect a site, just unstack and place the pods at security risk points. Nomad is instantly ready to sound alarms and send alerts to your mobile device. Interesting. So you can have a mobile security system. It's got these different pods, so it kind of all connects together into one little stacking unit. So I guess maybe they don't all have cameras, but you could have some kind of proximity sensor or something. Maybe that would be useful. But if it's just going to ping your phone, what the hell are you going to do about it? Oh, someone's robbing me. Good to know. I'm glad to know that I'm... And here's Greg Beezer on Uber Gizmo.
Hi, my name's Greg Beezer from Security in Motion, and I'm here to introduce you to Nomad, which is Security
Uber Gizmo.
What you see here is a complete security system that travels with you. It includes a bunch of features that are related specifically to travel. This is going to be our final form factor. We're currently in development. I wanted to show you exactly what it's going to look like. The system includes a base in which you have LTE capability, video,
Nomad,
HD, and a motion sensor. In addition, the system has sensor pods that you can choose. These pods,
these are the sensor pods.
Their own sensor and are monitored by the base to detect security breaches. They include motion, vibration, light, smoke, and also we have an air pod, which is temperature and humidity.
AirPod, I got a couple of those. I'm listening to my music.
To adapt it to your own travels. So this is what our final form factor is going to look like, very close to it. 5.5 inches long and a fully decked out system with 3 pods.
It's decked out with the pod.
8.5 inches, about the size of the short end of a piece of paper.
It's about 8.5 inches. That's a good length, right? The pod. Not the pod. We do have the pod, Charles Beckwith. Remember him? He's still doing the pod. I haven't gotten any updates on that. Another device that he made, startup OnCall, gets boost from clever technology. Milwaukee startup OnCall goes on to fulfill its early promise. Clever technology. So he invented this device called OnCall. What OnCall has going for it are simplicity and an aesthetic that has been turning heads at major trade shows. In Milwaukee, Greg Beezer, he wakes up at 4 a.m. So here's what Greg Beezer gets up to. Greg Beezer routinely wakes up at 4 a.m. Sounds horrible. He gets into his Lexus. All right, this is sounding good. Drives and thinks. This is Greg Beezer getting into his Lexus. He drives and he thinks. Around 5 a.m., he pulls into McDonald's. Usually the first guy through, and picks up a mocha or a latte. Mocha chocolate latte. He parks near Lake Michigan, goes through email, and checks electronics websites to see what's new. To see what's news. He's 46. He's been writing code since age 12. That's pretty cool. He studied lots of English. He loved the lively Shakespeare lessons of his late professor, William E. Brady. Interesting. He's doing computers. Greg Beezer. He invented some technologies. He didn't like being interrupted with calls to his cell phone while he was immersed on complex projects. But he wanted to know who was calling the landline while he was out in the field. And he wanted to be able to return calls quickly. He devised a system that sent a text message to his cell phone identifying callers to the landline. Interesting. That's some cool tech. It's like some voice over IP type of stuff. I don't know what On-Call is. It's a new company. And Greg Beezer invented some kind of strange device. On-Call. It's a simple invention that connects elderly and those with special needs to their family and caregivers. Provides a team approach to helping care for a loved one while allowing them to live independently. Well, now that's good. That's just a good advice. A good device. Of course, those old people, they don't know how to do technology. Okay, let's get into our final segment. It's hard to believe, this show's almost over. Oh, we got to do our commercial. Almost forgot. Then we'll do the last segment. Hopefully we'll have enough time. All right, it's time for a commercial break, everybody. What? Doing commercials now. Hey, everybody, are you tired? Are you tired? I'm tired. It's been a long day. Are you tired of going out, though, are you just tired of going out to a restaurant or bar? Which you can't really do that right now, so don't do that. But when you're ready to do that, sometimes you might not be able to find a place to sit. Oh no, I hate when that happens. Well, now there's a solution. That's right, I'm talking about Chair Nerd. It's the new app that allows you to book a chair at your favorite restaurant, bar, or even barbershop or salon. Any place you could want a chair. Maybe you just need to have a sit, and rest your weary legs with Chair Nerd. Any place you need to sit, any place you need to sit your rear, Chair Nerd has it covered. Due to COVID restrictions, this is in small text here. Due to COVID restrictions, Chair Nerd is limiting its user base, so sign up now to join the waiting list. Don't want to be caught without a chair when the country opens up? Question mark. Then check out Chair Nerd right now, and if you enter offer code COOL, you'll get a free trial for 1 month and your next month at 10% off. That's a great deal. Chair Nerd. It's time to stand up for sitting. All right. That's the commercial break. All right, we got to get into the next segment. We're running out of time, and I know this is going to be a good one. Got the chill music today. It's going to be a good one. Boom, boom, boom. Let's review this. Let's review this, buddy. This was brought to our attention, some cool reviews from a listener. He listens every now and then. We've been sort of on the outs, but maybe it's time to make amends. That's right, I'm talking about Big Jim. It's time to make amends and let bygones be as they are. Because he had some reviews. He didn't send them to me. Should be your first thought. Anyway, any listener out there, if you see anything that is even remotely related to the Cool Podcast, you have to send it to me immediately.
The Cool Podcast.
Okay, anything at all. Okay, anyway, so if you remember, we did a review for a guy called Mr. Tree Farm, and he's this pissed off guy, runs the tree farm in Ohio. Well, this is a similar situation. It's a pizza place in Las Cruces, New Mexico, which is a place famous for its pizza. It's a pizza place called Forget About It. And it's spelled like that too. Forget About It. Usually it's Forget About It. It's spelled Forghedaboutit. Forget About It. So I got some reviews here. This person says, the food was great, the service was bad. Oh no. Wanted to give it a 5-star, but our experience was horrible. We walked in and no one greeted us. Nah, it doesn't bother me when that happens. I just go in and sit down and eat. Can't wait till I get to do that. It's gonna be cool. We stood there as workers walked by. Okay, so they're waiting for a table. Then finally a lady said, "How many? And you can sit over there and it's going to be a while." Oh crap. It's a bad sign. She took our drink and our food order. Got it wrong. We did not get the correct drinks. We ordered 2 different types of wings and that wasn't correct. One pizza came out and 15 to 20 minutes later, our second one came out. There was no communication onto what had happened. We had to look for our server for refills and again for our ticket. Sadly, we will not be coming back. I've changed my review. Okay, and then so let's go. So let's read the nasty review from the boss, and then we'll read this person. KMama24 updated their review to 1 star in response to the mean boss. So the owner says, "Petty and very much a hater. Do you realize we're in a pandemic and can't find any help? You're too blind to even comprehend what I'm saying, lady." We opened up after 9 months of construction issues handed down by the county government. And finally being over budget and delayed, we opened in June 1st, 2020. Our amazing, beautiful location, this one in Las Cruces. This restaurant has won 6 national championships, and for what? Did they play football or something? What's going on? The restaurant has won 6 national championships in 8 short years, and you probably didn't realize we started from our own kitchen. Yeah. So that being said, we apologize. For your inconvenience, but to say you're not coming back in after that trip here is small-minded and disappointing to me. This is the premier restaurant in southern New Mexico. Matter of fact, and it says NM. I was going to say New Mexico. Food blogger Gil Garduno has written a piece on us and claims that all of 1,200 restaurants he's reviewed, ours is top of his list in 20 years running. Anyone who's at this point, please disregard this person's skeptical and skewed tirade and Google Gil Garduno's review for honesty and accuracy at Gil's thrilling and filling blog. Forget about it. For a real review. I also see this person is the only one that didn't give me 5 stars. I gotta see Gil Garduno's review. Review this. Gil Garduno, author at Thrilling and Filling blog, NM Gastronomy. Well, here it is. If I can spell the damn name of this stinking place, forget about it. Let's see if it comes up here. Forget about it. New Mexico. Gil Garduno, he loved it. Genius. Oh God. Here we go. Started off right. Genius, it's often been said, is 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. Apply that equation to Bob Yacconi, and you'd be selling him far short. Bob Yacconi is the Uber chef behind Forget About It. He's got the big picture thinking. Let's talk about passion and heart. If he had to prepare the same food every day, Bob would be like a hunting dog in a New York apartment. He has to get up in the morning and find new ways to express himself creatively, whether conceptualizing new dishes. Man, Gil Garduno is way up this guy's butt. And they got some cool decor inside of the Forget About It. There's a gun. There's a gun sconce lamp with a gun. That's pretty cool. It's supposed to be like mobsters or something. Forget About It. They've won a lot of awards. Dang, I gotta go check this out. Award-winning chicken wings. Okay. Looks good, I guess. Forget About It. The pizza. That looks like pizza to me. Home green chili meatballs. That sounds pretty good. Well, we're gonna have to come back to Forget About It. Because he's got some more responses. Oh, let me read her follow-up here. And then we'll get out of here. I've changed my review rating to a 1 start because people think their food is amazing. It's okay to give horrible service. I understand that this is a time, but for us to be the only ones in the restaurant and getting our food order wrong is a pandemic excuse, then you can't fix stupid. Obviously, I said the food was good. The owner need to actually read what was posted and change your service and attitude, and just maybe you might get nothing but 5 stars. He must not know I'm not the first one to give a low rating. That's true. There's more 1-star reviews and more angry responses, and we got to read some more on another episode, another segment. We'll do it again. So sad a person has to lower their standards just so they can sleep better. I'd rather give my business to a restaurant with good service than go back to a place to be ignored, not get anything to correct. Apparently, you're only about your food and not service. Beware, readers. Oh, no. They've got some 1-stars. There's one about gluten-free pizza. Okay, I gotta do this one real quick. This one's pretty good. David Kohler says, sold gluten-free pizza to me and I had a bad reaction. I'm highly suspicious that it was regular pizza with gluten. However, the pizza was delicious, not worth having a reaction. We know what kind of reaction they have. Interesting response from the owner here, Bob Yaconi. Says, sir, if you have a disease and eat out, you need to make it crystal clear to the staffing. If you ordered gluten-free, you got it here. We don't bait and switch anyone. Why would we? We bring that gluten-free crust in special for people. As a matter of fact, people have never in 8 years complained about it. We have many folk who specifically say that they have the disease, and we wash and even sterilize the pizza cutter. So end your suspecting and suspicions. So before you order the gluten-free, you have to say, I have the disease, and I would like to eat the pizza because of the disease. And no one's ever complained about it. People don't often, I think, call in to give that kind of feedback. I think you take the L and you don't come back to forget about it. Sounds like this place is forgettable to me. Okay. They wouldn't want to hear that. Alright, thanks for listening. This has been a lot of fun. We got to hear some PodNuts. Going nuts.
PodNut Media.
Going nuts for these pods and reviews and all kinds of stuff. So thanks for listening. It's been a lot of fun. We'll be back next week for another fun and cool episode. Let's get a frick out of here. We'll be back next week for another fun and cooled episode. We'll be seeing you next time on the Cool Podcast.
Cool Podcast.
Funko Pop.
I'm Trucker Genie.
PodNut Media.
5.5 inches long and a fully decked out system with 3 pods is 8.5 inches.